pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Honest Shade Nowak, the Snacker Attacker. And now, let me just get on into the fact that, of course, I've already talked about a couple things out there in relation to really large-sized snacks out there. I've talked about the Mega Bruiser, I've talked about various other things that revolve around different snacks, and I honestly gotta say that looking at all this stuff that's been happening lately, seeing as I'm still quite a ways away from getting to the very end here, this time I might as well just make it serious. Dead serious. Especially when it comes to how my health is. Because I've talked numerous times about me having myself a good diet would lead to a pretty good turnover in my health style. So of course, I guess it's time that I continue to make it serious as possible with the usage of Chex cereal. And, well, I'm pretty sure that it could work just the way I want it to. Now, I don't know about you, but some of you might be thinking, what does Chex have to do with snacking? Well, guess what? It's a breakfast cereal for the most part. And General Mills here did a darn good job, especially throughout the 90s and 2000s, giving us a product that could really allow us to focus a little bit more on our health. But let's just say that this box in particular, or maybe I could just say this flavoring in particular, the wheat variety at Chex, sure does have some questionable values on the nutrition facts label. I mean, look at that. 210 calories for one serving of wheat Chex. I mean, this is more than just a simple claim here because, of course, this is just a lot more than what needs to be said. But the heck with that. I am wanting to go all in here. Give my full honesty on this product here. General Mills, 210 calories for one serving of wheat Chex here. 6 servings in this whole entire box. Now, with the amount of Chex that's in here, I mean, look at that. I'd honestly advertise maybe 9, 10 servings in this whole entire thing. Because especially when it comes to marketing this thing for children. And of course you would add an additional 40 calories by putting in skim milk. But of course I can probably tell that the rest of the nutrition facts that are labeled on this gigantic label here from top to bottom, I mean that goes throughout almost the whole entire length of this thing. Which I guess is pretty handy for the most part, but 15% sodium, 19% carbs, 29% fiber, 6 grams of protein, and 12% sugars. So, I guess that's a plentiful mix for the most part. But in terms of daily value, if you did the math, that is well over 70% of your daily value. At least that's what's advertised in this thing. I mean, look at all this. All these values here just by looking at this portion alone. That's crazy. But on the other hand, I mean, you can basically see there's tons of vitamins, nutrients, minerals, and other incredible additives put into this whole entire thing. Vitamin A, B6, C, D, B12, folate, niacin, riboflavin, potassium, calcium, iron, zinc, magnesium, and phosphorus, and some others here and there. How could you possibly go wrong with something like this? So, I feel like that my honesty has just made a total clear out of this whole thing. But overall, to have this thing on its own sure is pretty good. But a lot of people complain about the flavor. But you know what they say. Little flavor is probably better than no flavor at all. And the flavoring of the wheat itself combined with a large crunchy amount of this nice unique little shape right here This right here is essentially the shape of a lifetime. And of course, it probably makes it even better that they include box tops right here, like this one. So this way you can donate it over to educational areas if you choose to do so. And let's also not forget, on the back they showcase nice ideas for original Chex related recipes. Party mix, cheesy ranch mix. Also, you can't really forget about the Money Buddy desserts and otherwise, but overall, I could consider Chex to be quite a value in most people's breakfast lives. Although, me in particular, I tend to be very selective about what foods that I will in fact eat. And if I do in fact have to have something that's rather crappy and not very good in terms of its nutritional value, then it's probably for 3 reasons. Either I'm a masochist, or I'm stupid, or I'm naive enough to realize that I will never truly die from a heart attack or stroke. Many people might take this any other way, but my honesty simply shows that I am who I am, and I don't want to change that. So, of course, me talking about Chex was a good change here on Snacker Attacker. But I feel like we can probably get back into the familiar territory that I usually go down to with a few other related junks. Lots of junks. Because soon I will have myself another really big item here to talk about. But just for the time, I got one other item here that's smaller. Much smaller. So let's go ahead and dive on into it. But if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.